Hi, Weirdos.
Hi, Weirdos.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Lauren.
And you are watching
This Week in Weird.
Yeah. This Week in Weird is the new segment for the podcast, Keep It Weird. That went well.
I know. Seems like we planned it, but we didn't. Okay. I have a story about a whale, and I picked this story. It stuck out to me because we just did an episode on our podcast that you should listen to. Wink, wink. You should listen to Keep It Weird. We have an episode I don't know why I had to sing. We have an episode coming out very soon on Deep Blue Sea or Deep Black Sea, whatever it is down there. I hate it. I'm scared of the ocean, but this story was interesting, and it didn't have a scary ending, so I was able to cope with it, even though I have my deep fears of the ocean. But basically, there were some people photographing whales and just sea life out on boats off a coast of South Africa, and a man was actually diving in the water and was taking pictures of a huge group of sardines that were all pooled together, and he was just trying to get pictures of these swarms of fish.
Okay.
And he didn't see, for whatever reason, that coming in his peripheral vision was a huge whale, and apparently the whale did not see him either. It was just opening its huge mouth and swallowed the man in his mouth.
No, it didn't.
Not fully. His legs his legs and his flippers were sticking out. But there's pictures that another photographer has of this guy halfway sticking out of a whale. And so I read this headline and was like, oh my God, like we're getting eaten by whales. What is the world coming to? But it was just a total fluke on both sides. So the man's name was Rainier Schimpf.
Was?
Is.
Oh.
He's alive. I know. I said it was a happy ending.
Oh,
He's alive.
Okay, sorry.
Rainier Schimpf, age 51. Okay. He said he got scooped up by the whale, and this is like a 15-ton animal.
Yeah.
And I had to look here for what the pronunciation of this whale is. It's more of a rare whale that we don't see a lot. It's called a Bruda whale, which I'd never heard of. It's spelled Bryde, but it's pronounced Bruda. So it's a Bruda whale. They're usually about 43 to 53 feet and about 15 tons, so they're freaking huge.
I would say that this is my worst nightmare, except
right?
I have no problem with it because I will never be in that position.
No. Like, I will never be swimming out in the middle of the ocean.
Unless this is like a water world scenario where I have no option.
Where you're forced. No, we're not gonna be here.
Not gonna happen.
So he at the last second sees this mouth opening, and he said he just he couldn't do anything. He was already in the position. He's in the middle of all these sardines, which is what the whale is going after.
Right.
And he said he took a deep breath, and he was like, this is my life. I don't know if I'm about to survive or not, but he just took a deep breath and went in to the whale's mouth. And he said it was only a matter of seconds. It felt like a long time to him because he was in a whale's mouth and actually had a second to kind of look around and be like, here I am. But then the whale quickly let him go and was clearly like, you're not what I wanted. He didn't mean any danger. Mr. Whale was just trying to eat his sardines, and this guy was in his way. So he swallowed him for just a matter of seconds and spit him back out, and this other photographer caught it all on video and on his camera, which is amazing because when does this ever happen?
Never.
But he was spit back out uninjured and just swam away and was totally fine. But you got to be careful when you're swimming around in the sardines.
You do. I would like him to rewatch Pinocchio, and I would also like him to rewatch Finding Nemo and just
Krill,
sort of
swim away.
Yeah, sort of give a compare and contrast for the real experience and the experience that Pinocchio and Dory and Nemo's dad?
Marlin.
Marlin had.
Marlin
so we can know how realistic those movies are.
Yeah, they actually are telling a true tale, we now know. Don't be swimming in those groups of tiny fish because they're about to get scooped up by a whale. But basically, neither one wanted to be in the situation that they were in. But this is what happened. He got swallowed up and spit right back out. The Bruta whale, I guess, apparently, even though he's huge, his throat isn't very big, so he never would have been able to swallow him. He never truly was in danger, which is a good thing to know. But I'm sure if he had held him in his mouth long enough, he could have suffocated or something.
Oh, yeah.
But
I imagine that whale being in, like, therapy right now.
I had a really hard day.
This
Giant thing was in my mouth.
swam into my mouth.
It didn't taste good.
horrible.
It was rubbery. And yeah.
Yeah.
So, Rainier Schimpf, probably not how you pronounce his name. He's okay.
Sorry, Rainier Schimpf.
The whale is okay.
Thank you so much for joining us for This Week in Weird, which is the new segment for the podcast
Keep It Weird,
which you can find on iTunes, Spotify, Libsyn, TuneIn, Stitcher, Podbean.
all the things.
All of them.
Wherever you get your podcast.
Wherever you get your podcasts, you'll find us there. Subscribe to our channel so you can be the first to know when all of our videos come out. Subscribe to our podcast on iTunes and follow us on social media at Keep It Weirdcast across all platforms.
And let us know if there's anything you want us to chat about, something you want to hear more about. You can leave it in the comments, leave it on our social media, and we'd love to chat with you.
Ding.
Ding.